Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN, caramba. Make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribing, doing all that good stuff so you're notified every single time we drop transfer news at 8 a.m., 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. So make sure you do all that good stuff, familia. Make sure you're doing all of that. And let's get into this headline. Liverpool. Looks like Liverpool are looking to sign Ramsdale. Looks like Liverpool have approached Arsenal to sign Aaron Ramsdale. Now, obviously, they've got Alisson, and listen, Ramsdale, let's completely be honest, Ramsdale was not nowhere near the level of Alisson. So he's not going to be displacing Alisson, but they're looking to bring him in to potentially be the number 2 or maybe number 3. Obviously, they've got Kelleher. He did actually quite decent when Alisson got a couple of injuries this season. Kelleher actually did a decent job. He actually did a very good job. Kelleher did very well for Liverpool with the injuries to Alisson this season. So it comes as a surprise, but this is the news coming out from Just Arsenal News on the One Football app. So listen, Ramsdale, we know that Arsenal are looking to move him on. Raya is number 1. Ramsdale has come out and said that he doesn't want to be number 2. He had his interview. He's had his dad also come out and say that he's not happy. He's not happy being number 2. And to be fair, I can kind of respect the fact that he doesn't want to be number 2. I like players that want to be number 1. They want to start. They want to be part of the team. They want to contribute. They believe in their abilities. But it seems like Mikel Arteta has lost faith with Aaron Ramsdale after he was the manager that brought him in and prefers David Raya. And as soon as we got Raya, you could see that, word to Saeed, big up to my guy Saeed, curtain was on the wall. And he would be playing a backup role. So let's get into the headline. Liverpool coming in for Aaron Ramsdale. It goes to say Aaron Ramsdale has been tipped for a potential move to Liverpool amidst reports that he won't spend another season as a second-choice goalkeeper at Arsenal. The Englishman has reportedly accepted that David Raya is currently preferred over him, and only an injury to the Spaniard will see him back in the starting lineup. Raya recorded the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season and is regarded by some as the best goalkeeper in England at the moment. That's absolute cap. Let's be completely honest. That's absolute cap. How the hell is Raya the best goalkeeper, bro? As if we haven't got Edison and Alisson in the league. But anyway, let's continue. It's all part of that British player PR. Ramsdale has been linked with moves to Chelsea and Newcastle in recent months. However, he's being tipped to move to Liverpool, where Kelleher might depart. Kelleher's played over 20 games to Liverpool last season when Alisson Becker was injured and is now seeking a move to a club where he can be the first choice goalkeeper. Liverpool may not stand in his way if he decides to leave, and the former goalkeeper Paul Robertson has suggested that Ramsdale could be a suitable replacement for Kelleher. Okay, so Kelleher's potentially leaving Liverpool because he's sick of being a backup, yeah? Then why Ramsdale is a backup at Arsenal? Why would he accept, should I say, being a backup at Liverpool? Isn't that the same difference? Whether you're a backup at Arsenal, you're going to be a backup at Liverpool. You're not going to be playing ahead of Alisson. So this is why I'm looking at this a little bit sideways. Like, how does that make any sense? He's unhappy being a number 2 at Arsenal, but he wants to be a number 2 at Liverpool. I just don't understand where that makes sense, which is why I think the links to Aaron Ramsdale going to Newcastle are a lot stronger and more credible, because at Newcastle, he will be the first choice goalkeeper. At Liverpool, he won't. So you're leaving one situation to be in the exact same at your next club. It doesn't make any sense to me. Somehow this doesn't make any sense. But this is what's being reported, and we talk about what's being reported. It goes on to say, he tells the Football Insider, if Kelleher leaves Liverpool, there's an opportunity for him to go and be number 1 with Alisson. But you can't be number 1 because there can only be one number 1 goalkeeper. So that straight away doesn't make any sense. But okay, let's just keep going. The Football Insider continues. Look at the amount of games Kelleher has played this year compared to Ramsdale. There's an opportunity to have more game time and prove himself. Just Arsenal Opinion says Ramsdale would want to join a team where he would play more often, and I doubt he would be in a better position if he left Arsenal for Liverpool. What's this? But yeah, anyway, that's all it goes. That's all it goes to say. So I completely agree. I just don't understand why he would leave Arsenal to be number 2 to go to Liverpool. If anything, let's keep it real. He has less of a chance to be number 1 at Liverpool because Alisson's a better goalkeeper than Raya. So I don't really understand it. By that logic of who he thinks he's got a better chance of displacing as number 1 for Liverpool and Arsenal, you got a better chance at Arsenal because Raya is nowhere near as good as Alisson. Alisson is far better, the better goalkeeper, has more accolades, has been there, done that, has more experience. He's the better goalkeeper. He's the more established goalkeeper as well. So I don't really understand where this has come from. I still think it's Newcastle looking, but the problem with Newcastle is money, which is weird because in one sense they've been got taken over to have more money, but at the same time, let's not forget FFP. That's why they had trouble signing Gordon. Newcastle had trouble signing Gordon because of FFP. They've got money, but the Premier League won't allow them to use the money because they have to be under the self-sustaining model, which I don't completely agree with. I see Aaron Ramsdale going to more of like a club like Newcastle. I would have said Aston Villa, but Aston Villa have Martinez. I don't see him. He's not as good as Martinez, so I think he'd be in the same situation. Martinez winning the World Cup with Argentina, and he's done very well for Aston Villa. I don't see him displacing him, so that's the problem. I mean, where does Aaron Ramsdale go that he gets the number 1 spot? He may go to clubs where he may feel like as a player it's a downgrade. He could go to a club like Everton, or he could go to a club like Newcastle. He could go to a club like, those kind of clubs. I can see him going in and straight away being number 1. But I don't know if that's the type of club he wants to go to after being at Arsenal, after being part of the team, and a big reason why we pushed on for our first title charge against Man City 2 years ago. He may look at himself and think, well, hold on, I was part of that team. I played every game near enough. I think I should go to a team that's competing for major honours. The problem is, where does he go? Chelsea are not ready to compete for major honours. Does he go there? I don't think he becomes number 1 there. Man United, does he go to Man United and get over Onana? I mean, Onana's not incredible, but I don't think Man United are ready to compete for major honours. These are all options if he stays in the league. Does he go to, City? There's no chance. There's no chance he's getting in over Edison. So there's no even point. He's going to be in the same situation. Plus, they've got a comfortable number 2. So I don't see him going to City. So where does he actually go? Does he go abroad? Does he take a chance abroad? Maybe go to the Italian league, but then again, who does he get over? What team does he go to, and does he start as the number 1? So, I don't think it's that easy of a step for Aaron Ramsdale. I think if he leaves and he wants to be a number 1, he won't be at another club where they're challenging for major honours, in my opinion. I don't think he starts. Does he go to Spain? He's definitely not getting in the big 3 as a starting goalkeeper. Let's keep it real. He's not getting in as any of their starting lineup. You know what I mean? So where does he really go? Does he go Bundesliga? Maybe he can build his career in the Bundesliga. I don't know. Does he join Bayer Leverkusen? But then again, do they need a goalkeeper? Is he better than the goalkeeper that they've got? I don't know. He's not going to start at Bayern Munich. So listen, he ain't getting ahead of Neuer. So this is the thing. It's very difficult for goalkeepers. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they can only play one position. So it's a very difficult thing if you want to be number 1 and you want to be at the elite level. If you're not clearly better than the number 1, where are you going? I just don't see it. Does he go France? I don't see him going to France. He's not going to be number 1 over Donnarumma at PSG. Let's keep it real. So where does he actually go? Where does he go? Unless he goes to, maybe the 6th strongest league in the world, maybe the 5th strongest league in the world, go to Portugal. Maybe he goes there. But then again, who does he join? Benfica have a decent goalkeeper, but Ramsdale probably is better than the goalkeeper that they have. Does he go to Porto? Does he go Sporting? I don't know. British players like to stay within England. Most of the time, British players don't really like to go abroad unless they're getting picked up by a Barcelona or a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich, and even then you can count on two hands how many players actually go. So this is the problem. Where does he actually go? I think Ramsdale. Listen, he's not trash. When we first got him, I thought he'd be absolutely trash. He's actually a decent goalkeeper. He's just not world class. And the thing is, he's going up against goalkeepers that are world class. If he wants to go to a team that's constantly challenging for major honors, I just don't think he has the ability to go there. And there's a lot about his game that needs to mature. He's very erratic at times, punching the ball out instead of catching it. He puts defenders under a lot of pressure doing that. Aerially, he's a bit of a problem, if I keep it completely real. And yeah, his shot saving isn't amazing. You know what I'm saying? He's not an amazing shot stopper. So this is the thing with Aaron Ramsdale, man. I just think that Ramsdale ends up staying. I think he ends up staying unless he's willing to going to a Newcastle or teams like that. I think he ends up staying. I think he ends up staying at Arsenal. But yeah, listen, I can't begrudge a player that wants to start week in, week out. At Arsenal, we've had a lot of players over the years that have been very comfortable, not starting week in, week out. Rob Holding in the past, El Nene, Reece Nelson's very comfortable being a side man. Do you know what I mean? We've had a lot of players like that have been comfortable just being bit part players and not pushing to be number one. And I kind of like the fact that he does want to be number one. I can respect that. I can respect that because he clearly wants to earn his money and he clearly backs himself, and that's got him to this point of his career. The problem is, you can think whatever about yourself. He's still got to deliver on the pitch, and on the pitch, I don't think he's that great. I don't think Raya is a world-class goalkeeper after. I just think he's just a bit better than Aaron Ramsdale. That's why he starts. Simple as that. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this. Liverpool approaching Ramsdale to be their number 2, with Kelleher looking like he's going to leave the club to seek the same thing that we're being told Aaron Ramsdale's trying to seek, the number 1 position. Does it make sense? Do you see him leaving? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below, familia. And without further ado, I'm out. Love.